Oh yeah, I bought another Jimny. A quick sit rep. You can watch the rest of the video if you want, but I'm just going to start with how we are currently, and the rest of the video after this part will be how I got to this stage. So we've got the 1.3 out of the car. It's been stripped down. I removed all the ancillaries. So I have to swap over the inlet from the Jimny onto the Liani engine. It's got the old one on just now, just because I needed to put the mounts. The mount goes on where here it is, the lifting point. So I need that, and I'll take it back off once it's in. Moved over all the pulleys, the power steering pump, swapped that over with the belts, the fan, and the alternator, the mounts as well. So everything pretty much swaps over quite easily, so it's quite good. New clutch is en route because it's got more power. This clutch is quite good, but, well, not quite good, but I mean it's alright. It could go back in, but may as well just put a new one in. Waiting for a torque wrench so I can swap over the flywheel and make sure it's torqued down correctly, as well as going around the other bolts that need torqued down. And what else have I done? I've given the car paint, so I've got like this two-tone paint job going on, which looks nice. So all the body trim back on, also painted the wheels. And got a new spare wheel here, which has been mounted with a nice new tyre. I know these are directional tyres, but it doesn't matter, it's a spare anyway. It's a slightly thinner tyre as well. I didn't realise I bought the wrong offset, but it doesn't matter, it's just a spare, as I say. So but yeah, it looks a lot smarter, it looks a lot nicer. Painted the wing mirrors as well. New seats, I don't know if I showed these before. Painting the valve cover, rocker cover, whatever. So that'll look nice when it's swapped over into the Liana engine. So yeah, that's where we're at. Hopefully next video I will be able to get this into the car and have the new clutch installed, and yeah, let's see how it goes. So cheers. Right, so I spent last night cutting out and pulling out all of the stuff that was in here. So this whole part here was just filled, this whole chasm between the body and this sill was just stuffed with like polystyrene and plastic bags and stuff, and then they put filler on top of it all the way along here. Well, there was some rusted metal here which I cut out. Pretty much all along here was just covered with just copious amounts of filler, like fiberglass filler that wasn't, they didn't even like use, not that you should be using filler anyway, but they didn't even use hardener in it or anything, so it was just like falling off. So what I'm going to do is just get as much of the rot and decay cut away, and then I'll need to try and treat it and then fabricate a new part which goes from the body down to the side panel here, and then the actual sill here is rotted away here, so I need to try and bring something to come out a little bit like that and round. I've just been looking at the chassis as well, which just seems to be coated with like a layer of some sort of weird underseal. I don't know why they would do this, I don't get it. So I'm just trying to make sure the chassis is actually like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just attaching more metal. Boy, got some more rust. I need one of these and then, you know, just bend it by hand. It's not that hard to bend to the right or the right way around the rear axle. So got my new pipe, got my fittings, got this pipe cutter, and I've got the flaring tool. So the flaring tool basically creates a little end like this. This was a good one. I've just been practicing on this piece of pipe. This was a bad one, but it shows you how it works. Basically, just that stops it, and then that screws into the back of the cylinder. So let's give that a shot. Okay, got this end in. I put a little bit of sealant around here just to work getting in. And the one issue I had was that these are slightly too long, or this sort of part here which doesn't have the thread. Once you have that part through it, it's just not, it's too much non-threaded part basically. After that's on, I took the one off. Yeah, I don't know what I've done with it, but oh, here it is. So this is the one that was on the old thing, and you see here it's threaded all the way to the end. So yeah, basically for this one I just trimmed this portion off at the end. I just grinded it off as best I could, and then that gives it enough room to grab on, because it just wouldn't catch. So yeah, now I need to sort of try and bend this around through to the other side and do the same thing on the other cylinder. Okay, well, got my pipe in. I just need to put some clips in to secure it to the axle, and got my little pot of flour here, obviously. They wouldn't dare. They probably would. Yeah, so next step is connecting from the other side of this cylinder up into the main brake line, so I need my flexi pipe to arrive first before I can do that. So I'll have to go and find something else to do. Right, so for whatever reason, well, I know the reason, I was a bit heavy-handed when I took this off, because it was, well, the old one off even, because it was all stuck. And yeah, anyway, I ended up banging with the hammer, but I've dislodged these the wheel nuts, the wheel bolts, whatever. So these two are loose and I can't get the hub out. So if you ever have this problem, you can leave that in place. Wait. No! Oh my god. You fucking idiot. Is there no way I can get that in? Damn. okay. Welded, cleaned up, new disc, new shock, cleaned the frame. I'm going for a beer now. This is the remains of the 4-wheel drive vacuum pump pipes from the vacuum pump and the engine bay down to each of the front hubs to engage the 4-wheel drive system, which is why the light flashes when you put it in 4-wheel drive, because it's getting no vacuum. The vacuum is not shut. So I'm going to try and replace all these pipes by making new ones, but the only way to actually get these old pipes out is you have to first remove the engine. No, you don't actually, but it makes it easier. So I'm going to replace all these. I've got some rubber hoses as well for parts of it, and I've got some copper pipes, so we'll see if that fixes the 4-wheel drive problem.